Alright, let's do it. 10 minutes rapid. And we're going against from Ireland. Pretty cool. We'll start off with e4. Oh, come on. Okay, we're going against Caro-Kann. I guess I'll just play my favorite anti-line. Do, do, do. Yeah, I can't remember the last time I ever studied this line, but I always, for some odd reason, I don't like playing d4 against Caro. And I always find, and this is all just based on feeling. I don't have any proof of this, but I almost feel like my opponents don't know exactly what to do when I play this d3 knight b d2 system. Like, there's no real way to exploit it unless they try some h5. But if they try h5, I just go h3, and then it doesn't really allow the h4 push anymore. Okay. Oh, wait a minute. I can't take that. If they go here, take here. Isn't there like some sort of trick? Oh no, probably not. I'm getting flashbacks of when I made a mistake here, but anyway, we're just gonna castle. I guess if I go h3, they probably take, right? So, well, let's just play h3 now. Take with the queen. Yeah, I usually don't like trading queens in the beginning unless it's like a very clear advantage. I just feel like it's definitely a tendency to want to use my queen more rather than use it less. I'm gonna go h4 and just in case, or sorry, a4 in case if they go knight b6 early, I'll go a5. But yeah, I like hanging on to my queens. Unless it's like I can get a pawn or I can get a rook on like d7 or e7, like an infiltration, then yeah, I'll play objective, of course. Otherwise, I do like having the queen out. I guess we just go rook e1. And then my goal is to go c3 and then... Okay, so they're planning to do the same thing. Yeah, I think I'm going to go c3 and then I'm going to go knight c4 and wrap my knight around e3. Alright, let's play this. So we don't have any of this stuff going on right now. And now I might play bishop e3 first and challenge the bishop. But now they have to kind of deal with this. So I'm kind of up on time. I'm not used to doing that. I'm not used to being up on time. Okay, so now I'll go bishop e3. Do I want to go bishop e3? I think that's like really the only move I have. I do have b4, but they're just going to retreat to e7, right? And then I can go bishop. But then they have like c5 ideas, and I don't really like those. So yeah, let me just play bishop e3. I'm not really trying to fight for an advantage right now, because to be honest, there's really no way to fight for advantage. At least I don't see a way. I'm just kind of getting my pieces and nice developed squares. I'm kind of hoping, because my opponent's taking quite a bit of time for these moves, that it'll affect him later. But yeah, usually black's continuation is to b5. That's some nice guessing. It's a shame. I really wish I could have get the bishop to back off or trade first, so that I can get my knight here. Maybe I still take. So I take knight c5, knight e3. They take on e4. I owe knight f5. Is it even worth it? I could also just take and then play knight a5. It's not the worst idea. Like, I really want to do this, but I know I can't do that. It's not good. Yeah, because I could go here. Put pressure and then reroute my knight back here. Okay, you know what? Let's give it a shot. And there's always a chance my opponent might just take my knight on a3. I don't think so, but... because the alternative was train bishops, and then I don't like this unnecessary pressure on e4. I don't want to potentially lose a pawn. Maybe it's not a lost pawn because I have this constant pressure. And I can always win this. Yeah, you know what? Now that I think about it, maybe I should have just taken it and then went knight e3. And they can't take on e4 because I go knight f5 and there's like all this pressure and no way to defend the knights with a pawn. And you know what? I should have thought about that a little bit more, but it's okay. I'll review this after. Maybe knight bishop takes bishop was the right move. Okay, yep, that makes sense. So now I guess the real question is, do I just reroute my knight back? Or is there any way, is there opportunities of taking pawns? Probably not. Okay, let's just retreat. Now I don't mind, now I wouldn't really mind playing like b4, a5, if there was a way to lock up the c5 square, but it's very unlikely. I could also maybe g4, g5. Interesting. I didn't expect that move. They want me to play a5? I'm kind of tempted to play a5 now. Or maybe they're just they want to push b4, but that doesn't work because I could just take. Okay, well, I'll lock up the pawns. Because now they have a consistent c5 push, so maybe I don't really like that. But this is a very slow game. I could also just play b3, but am I worried about b4? That's the real question. I don't really think I am. I also don't really see a way to breaking in. Really? Okay, so b4, bishop takes. Could I take with the queen? And then take with the knight? And then play rook d1? It just kind of makes it an equal, like a really equal game, but... or no, I'll take with the knight and play knight f5, and then maybe I can make something happen. See, there's not that much going on. I also don't really want to commit to b4 yet. But if I go g4, then... okay, you know what? Let's go h4. Let's see if I can send Harry down. But if they play rook d8, I'm going to have to respond with the rook. Okay. Can I play this? Or maybe I can play here now? I'm kind of feeling interesting. I really want to target this knight. You know what? Let's go b4 now. Because now if they take, we have this square covered, and then I can play bishop h3. And now we have like some targets. Also, I could just play rook d1 too. Like when c5 happens, I don't have to do anything. But if c5 happens and they take and I take back, then they have an outpost. So maybe I go knight d5 instead. And then if they take, I can put some immediate pressure. And I also have this type of like shenanigans. Yeah, so that's the only problem with c5. When my knight's on e3, I can immediately take d5. And I have even weird scenarios when I can go knight b6. This is a very like kind of slow positional game where it's like whoever kind of commits an action first might be worse. I feel like I think they're gonna take no matter what. That's how I feel. But now, see, yeah, I don't agree with this h5 pawn because it's now kind of overstrained by the knight. If the knight moves in any way, I'm taking the h-pawn, and now I have some initiative. And I don't mind really losing, like, the d4 outpost if I can get something going on the king side. Alright, he's in blitz mode now. This is where my strength is. If I had a strength in chess. Really? Yeah, so I think they react. Okay, so what can I use? What can I do with this knight? Can I just play here? Okay, so bishop h3, pawn takes. If they take here, I go here, and it's like get a rook exchange. I'm down a pawn though. Yeah, I think I have no choice but to go after the knight. So I'm going to lose 2 pawns, but in exchange I get a rook for a knight, in theory. Now, if they deal with this, then I just take my pawn back and I'm completely fine. They do have this really good outpost, but I also have a very good outpost too. And then it just becomes who's better at attacking. Which probably might be my opponent. But I do have a queen in the center. Okay, that's fair. So after here, what can I do? Okay, this is where I gotta figure out the best move. Okay, so here. And they just go back. Well, I have a guaranteed draw. That's not fun. Can I just go h5? And if they take, I go h6. They go here. Doesn't really do much. I want to go after this pawn. Well, I can also... Oh, wait. I can't go 97. Okay, so yeah, maybe I can go... Yeah, let's go here. Alright, let's go after the e-pawn. Yes, we're going to allow some insane weakness right now. But hopefully I benefit from it. This might be the wrong decision, but I'm going for it. Yeah, that makes sense. They want to trade. Unfortunately, I just can't play rook. I don't have time to play rook a d1. Um, let's go here. This is really fast. I don't know if I have time to win this. Like, maybe it's worse. Maybe I'm worse now. That's a shame. I can go like this, maybe? So I go here, they go here. Maybe I can't. Um, yeah, maybe I'm in trouble after all. Shoot. I could play this first. I need to get my rook on f3, but even then, f6 kind of stops everything. Knight check. I could also just get my knight here instead. Oh, that's the way. I go knight here, king here, and then this way. Oh, that's a winning position. Oh, did I just pull that out of my you-know-what? How do you stop that? This is unstoppable. Oh, they can go g6, but then I still get the knight. Oh, wow, this game just got really crazy. Yeah, the only defense is g6. Then I go queen h6, and then they go king here, and then I just smoke the queen, and then everything just goes crazy because they have a passed pawn. They're down a queen. Still potentially losing for me. Maybe this is like super losing, and they just have to give up a queen. Wow. Okay. That was a lovely queen sack. Wait, doesn't that work? Because I can just go here? And they can't defend with the rook because I lose. They lose. Yeah, this is completely losing. Because now they lose their rook. I don't even know if you guys understood what I just said a second ago, but in my mind it was like, wait, that's losing because I go king e3 and then now they're hanging the rook. Yeah, they should have never sacked. They should have just played g6. Let's go! Another W! To be honest, I think I got lucky. I think maybe I was really losing after that exchange. Okay, 86. Not bad. My opponent played 76, so I definitely did okay, but I don't know. I think we're gonna definitely review that part. So I'll take that W. E4, C6, D3, D5, knight B, D2, or sorry, knight D2, E4, or sorry, E5, knight F3, bishop G4. Man, chess moves are hard to say these days. Okay, so these are all like not the most accurate moves, but I always play this system. Okay, so H3 was fine. Taking the queen is fine. A4 is fine. Recommended H4 earlier. That's interesting. Still recommends H4. Okay. Okay, that was okay. So B4 was better, but I played knight C4. This was not good. I should just B4'd it. So maybe my fear of past B4 experiences just made me not play the best move every single time. That's 4 times I missed it. Okay, so A5. Okay, so I should have still B4'd. So Queen F5 I could have done as a slightly better move. But I liked H4. And now the one time I play B4 it doesn't make sense. I should have played Bishop C1. Chess is hard. Yeah, so I saw that right away. Okay, H3 was good. Oh, I should have just recaptured with the pawn. Wait, oh, I'm so silly. I could have recaptured with the knight, have my C3 pawn control D4, and then relocate back to D5 again. I didn't even consider that. Oh, I need to remember that. And it's funny because I play, some of you know this, I play a Rui not an Italian game with a c3 main pawn, and I know this concept very well, but I didn't consider that concept here. I felt like, oh, I needed to keep the pawn chain, but that's not actually true. I could have taken with the knight. I need to be aware about that. I didn't even consider the thought once during the game. So that's really important to know. Okay, that was a blunder. Oh, so I should have just taken the pawn. So, okay, after pawn takes, knight d4, do I go, and I just go king g2? I'm completely, this is winning. I'm in a winning position right now. Wow, okay. But I played queen f5 to take this pawn, and it was a blunder. Because they should just c2'd right away. Oh, so I was like, oh, and this was a blunder too, because I found this. Yeah, see, that's what I thought. I really thought, okay, I thought g6 honestly. I didn't see king g8, but I really thought that you just need to give it up. And then it's just not the easiest position. Like, yeah, oh wow, it says just do it. That's a crazy move to find. I don't know if I would ever find that in a million years, but like, I would be doing something like this, and then, yeah, like this would be a tough game because I'm completely defensive and winning, but I just have to figure out how to stop this. But I feel like with black, it's very easy to play pawn b4, pawn b3, and then like just get my rooks in trouble. I thought that was the way to go, but I guess my opponent just didn't have enough time, and the sack didn't make any difference because this wins and I get the rook because they still had to defend this. So again, they kind of did a lot of thinking. I made a slight mistake, but it wasn't really a blunder. And then they, oh man, that was that nice knight find saved me the game. Yeah, if I didn't find that little knight maneuver, I would have lost immediately. And I kind of blew the position. So, anywho, thank you all for watching. Appreciate the support. Again, if you like the video, please. It really makes a big difference. And yeah, more videos. I've been consistent every day. But I think I'm going to switch the videos from 7 a.m. to 7 p.m. just because I've noticed, based on data, there are more of you come to watch on the nighttime. So I'll be making that switch to 7 p.m. tonight. But please, enjoy, comment. I always like commenting. And yeah, tell me if you want to see anything different. 2026 is coming, and got a lot more videos. So thank you for your support, and I'll see you next time.